Hello, I am Garrett Godfrey, and welcome to the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast, where I will help you find and fund the music you love. This is episode 29, recorded Friday, August 21st, 2015. We're going to be looking at some current campaigns by Chonda Pierce, Advocate, Hilary and Bethany, and JG and Red Letter, plus updates on Measor for a season and Andrew Camp. I hope you enjoy the show and find something you can fund. Okay, so before we get into the campaigns, I just wanted to remind you that we've got the timestamps for the specific campaigns in the show notes, and if you back any of the campaigns, or if you just want to help them get more visibility, help them spread the word, be sure to tweet about it, post it on Facebook, mention it to your friends in real life, let folks know about these projects that are going on. You might mention this show too if you have friends that would be interested. If you want to send me feedback, email me, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com, or you can use Twitter @theotherccm. So, on to the campaigns. First up tonight is Chonda Pierce. Now, while this technically isn't a music release, she's released a number of albums of Christian comedy. 5 have gone gold, 2 are platinum, and according to the RIAA, she's currently the top-selling female comedian of all time. And she's written 8 books. Earlier this year, she put out a book called Laughing in the Dark, A Comedian's Journey Through Depression. And now she's got an Indiegogo campaign to help get a behind-the-scenes documentary of her life over the past few years into theaters this fall. Let's hear a little bit more about it in her Indiegogo campaign video.
A camera crew started following me around to catch a behind-the-scenes look at my life as a comedian. In that 3 years, I'll be honest with you, my life fell apart. I lost my mother. I became estranged from a child. I watched my husband spiral into alcoholism, and then I also watched him die. Toughest 3 years I've ever lived in my life, and we had it captured on film. What started out as a behind-the-scenes look at my life became a behind-the-scenes journal of walking through some of life's toughest tragedies, and yet hanging on to your faith, sometimes by a thread. And now all of a sudden we have this opportunity for that story to be seen in a potential 500 movie theaters across the country. Can you imagine 100,000 women sitting down together on October the 27th, laughing and having fun, and yet also watching what it looks like to walk through some of the toughest trials that your life can face, and yet how to hold on to Jesus through every bit of it? That comes with a great cost, a cost we just weren't expecting. And the potential is great, but yet the cost is just as great. Will you partner with me to see that this story makes it into as many theaters as we can? I've never asked for this kind of help before. Now I have an opportunity to watch my life or this story become bigger than I ever dreamed or imagined. In your partnership, we'll start tracking together how many theaters we can capture, and in August we'll start releasing that information on Facebook, and you'll find out a place to get tickets. Together we can do this. Will you be my partner in this effort to see that this story gets out, that women can see that there is hope beyond any tragedy or event that takes place in your life?
Enjoy your flat stomach while you can, honey.
Didn't we think we were going to have a happy ending?
You're going to swell up like a dead fish one of these days.
I miss my family.
Would you go steady with me?
It's been a great sacrifice. Death puts a lot of things in perspective. The recognition that you can't do anything over, you can't change anything, or you can never say another word to that human being again, that'll change you.
I'm not even dreaming about exercise or anything. I wake up in a puddle, just drenched. And what does a man? He looks over and sees a glistening woman, thinks he's still got it.
I don't like it, and I don't have to like it. I have to survive it. I don't want to die alone. I am not the person I was when we started rolling on all of this. And I don't ever want to be that person again. And I don't want to be the person that just spoke those very words. I just want to keep moving forward, keep taking positive steps. This is as private of me as it gets. And it feels a little bit uncomfortable.
Now, her goal for this campaign is $150,000, but she's already a third of the way there. There's still a week to go. This campaign closes August 28th, but this is also flexible funding, so it's not all or nothing like Kickstarter. Whatever is pledged, she will be able to use. For $20, you get a 2-day exclusive window where you can order your movie tickets before the general public. For $45, you get a copy of the DVD mailed to you, and this DVD will have extra material only for the backers of the campaign. Plus that 2-day window to order movie tickets. For $75, you can get a movie poster added to that. For $100, you also get your DVD signed, and there are all kinds of other additional options. So act fast, though. If this sounds like something you want to check out, the link is in the show notes. Next up is Christopher Smith, a.k.a. Advocate, an independent Christian rapper from Baltimore, Maryland, with a Kickstarter campaign for a new hip-hop album. Let's hear him talk a little bit about it in his campaign video.
Hey, my name's Advocate. I'm an independent rap artist who's trying to get my message across through music. I've had a passion for music since I was a child and realized that music has a way to reach people's hearts and souls in a way that nothing else can. My purpose in making music and doing concerts is to reach out to people who are going through life, the highs and lows, people asking why this, why that, and what is my life purpose. Using my music, I've been able to meet and connect with people whom I may never have met any other way. People who just want their voices heard, people looking for answers, people going through all sorts of life struggles, and others who just need positive music to listen to. If I can encourage and uplift people's spirits and enlighten their way of thinking and their mindset through my music, then I have accomplished my main goal. Now that I told you about myself, it's time I tell you why I'm asking for funding. It's pretty expensive to produce an album, market it, and pay for proper promotion as an independent artist. Being a Christian in the music industry can sometimes have its struggles and challenges. Because my music doesn't fit the norm, and because I talk about my faith in some of my songs, the labels I've talked to were reluctant on signing me for any deals. They liked the music, but they were unsure if I get enough sales. So, because of this, I have to fund this whole venture myself. I'm asking for you to invest in my project and my ministry in order to help me finish my new album called Rebirth. The money you donate will go towards recording, production, duplication, and promotion. My ultimate goal is $6,000 in total. However, I'm asking for $3,500, and I plan to come up with the other $2,500 myself. Anything you can donate would be more than helpful. Thank you for taking the time to listen and for donating through your money, time, or prayers. To hear some of my music, you can visit my website by going to www.theadvocatemusic.com. Thank you again.
And I'd like to play a sample of a track over at his website. This is called Eyes Wide Open.
So freedom music. Hey. Amazing grace. How sweet that sound. Hey, my eyes wide open was blind, never see amazing grace. Came through and saved a wretch like me. Was a slave to the world, Jesus' blood set me free. Took the message of the gospel to the day. but I'm still a hip-hop analyst.
So this campaign for the album titled Rebirth, his goal, as he said, was $3,500. He's almost at $200, but he has 25 days to go. Now with Kickstarter, it is all or nothing. So the rewards here he's got is for $25, you get a copy of the new album. For $100, you get a copy of the new album and a poster and a thank you card, and there are other options there as well. If this sounds like something you want to check out, the link will be in the show notes. And I'll include the link to his website as well, so you can check out more of his music. Next up are Hilary Graves and Bethany Cornell out of York, Pennsylvania. And they've got a Kickstarter campaign for a collaborative EP. Let's hear a little bit more about it on their video.
Hi guys, I'm Hilary. And I'm Bethany, and we are here today to tell you that we are about to record an album together. We are so excited about this project, and we're gonna tell you a little bit more about how it got started.
These songs are a little different than my usual style, so that's one of the reasons I'm so excited for you guys to hear these songs. My passion is songwriting and playing the piano, and when I met Bethany and heard her amazing voice and got to know her heart, I was just so excited to make music together and to get it actually on a disc and to get it out to people. It's been such an exciting adventure.
Yeah, so and when Hill asked me, I was so excited right away to become a part of this project. So I said yes, of course, I'll do it. We've actually had the opportunity to perform some of these songs already, and we've gotten such great responses, such great feedback, and I know just even for myself as I've sung them, as I've listened through them, just that wow, they've really encouraged me, they've really challenged me, and so that's our desire here. We want to get them out to people, we want others to hear them and just to be blessed by them.
Forgiven, made new, completely loved by you. Your grace is a mystery. Let the past be history. Ooh, remind me of the victory you've already won, won. It is done, done, done. Praise you, I don't have to stay here in the mud. It is done, done.
So we're looking for your help. Through this Kickstarter campaign, we're hoping to raise $4,000. And with that, we'll actually be able to make half of an album, an EP. It's not cheap to make an album these days, as it turns out. If we don't reach our goal, we actually get none of the funding and you get to keep your pledge. But if we go above and beyond it, we're just gonna keep recording songs. We might even go all the way and make an entire album. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So would you please consider supporting us in this project and just making it all become a reality? Thank you so much. Thanks.
So their goal, as they said, was $4,000. They're already over 25% there with 26 days still to go. This doesn't close until September 17th. And as far as the rewards go, for $5 you get a digital download of one of their songs. For $25 you get a digital download and the of the entire album before it's released and a handwritten thank you note. For $35 you get the download, the thank you note, and a dozen of Hilary's famous chocolate chip cookies that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and shipped during cold months. And there are other options there as well. If this sounded like something you wanted to check out, the links will be in the show notes. Next up are JG and Red Letter with a rap hip-hop campaign over at Indiegogo, and let's hear a little bit more about it on their campaign video.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy JG, the band Red Letter. You already know what time it is. Look, we're super excited about this year. This year has its challenges, but we have our goals that we want to reach right now. You know, God has placed us on this journey together as a band, as a family, and we're just excited where God has us going. So, just to get straight into it, we're trying to raise some money. Obviously, you guys are watching this, probably says Indiegogo at the bottom, and we're trying to raise funds for our new project. So basically what we want to do is we want to rearrange the Pursuit of Happiness project to a JG and Red Letter sound. And so we're gonna remake some of the songs, and we're gonna have maybe 1 or 2 original songs on this project, depending on what we're able to raise. So right now we're trying to raise $2,500. That would pay for studio time, we're paying for the recording, we're paying for the mixing and mastering of the project, and we believe that we have a sound that is just amazing, and that God just wants us just to give to the world. So and also pay for it to go on iTunes. We've been giving you guys free music for 18 years, and now we want to be able to put it on iTunes. So I know a lot of people want to really support. So listen, it would mean a lot to us. We will have all the incentives at the bottom, so you can see when you do give, what we do give back. And so we're excited about this year, man. We're excited about where God has us going. So if you guys want to be a part of it, go ahead and give, and also share the video.
Now, he talked about giving away their music for free. He actually has his earlier Pursuit of Happiness project over at Noise Trade for free or tip. And it's also free over at Rapzilla. So if you're over at Rapzilla, you can pick that up free. Or over at Noise Trade, you can download that and leave a tip. And I actually want to play a clip of the song Prescription from over at Noise Trade.
I was walking clumsy with my vision. Couldn't see out of my glasses, got new lenses, yeah. God, you got my attention while I'm here. Please fill my prescription. Fill me up. 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 I'm sick, I need a doctor, I need a healer. Okay. So since I'm here, please fill my prescription, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I wanna be perfect, but that would mean you died in vain. All these sinful ways that I was cursed with, I want you to take them all away. I know, I'm sick, I'm broke, and I need a fix. Oh Jesus, you fix it, I break it, you fix it, I break it, you Felix, I'm wrecking around. I'm feeling like dying, you hear what I'm talking about? Whoa.
So, this is his earlier project, Pursuit of Happiness. This is the one that they want to remake in the new Red Letter style. So, definitely check that out over at Noise Trade and get a feel for what he's like. And he actually had a video over on the Kickstarter campaign. Oops, wrong screen here. A little bit lower, talking about their band as well. Where was that? Right here.
So working on this album with my guy Black Knight, of course, and RPSMG, you know, and my brothers. But God actually has me on a new journey, a new amazing situation with some new brothers that I'm with. Red Letter is my band that I just signed, and amazing men of God, and it's only God divine, nothing else. Friendship, a brotherhood about Jesus, through Jesus. Started off with my boy Jordan on guitar, he's crazy. Gary on drums, Caleb on keys, and Davion on the bass, and of course my DJ, Miko. Our passion is Jesus and Jesus alone, and that's why we're Red Letter, because everything that Jesus said was of importance and impactful, and we only want to say what he says. So we minister with a passion for God and God's people. So there you have it. That's what we are, man. We're people that love God in this. And none of this would actually be possible without God, and also without my manager, Blaze of Just Be Media. I'm so appreciative of what's going on in my life. And hopefully you guys can follow me on my journey. I am JG87. Yeah.
So the campaign goal for this is $2,500, and they've just gotten started, but they have 29 days left on this campaign. This doesn't close until September 19th. And this campaign is flexible funding. So like Chonda Pierce's, whatever isn't raised, instead of being all or nothing like Kickstarter, what is pledged, they're still able to collect and make use of. So the perks here: for $10 you get a digital download of the album before its release. For $25 you get a CD and a limited edition digipack and that early download. For $50 you get a signed CD and a shirt and the early download, and there are all kinds of other perk levels available there as well. So if this sounds like something you want to check out, the links are in the show notes. And normally I like to take a look back at a campaign that's closed and provide an update. Tonight I have 3. The first update is about Mara Measor's book and CD project, Naked Prayers. I'd covered her Kickstarter campaign back in episode 4. The update is the album art is done, the CDs have been ordered, the books should be arriving in a week, packages should start shipping out in a couple weeks. I cannot wait. That's going to be really cool. The second update is about For a Season. I'd covered their Pledge Music campaign back in episode 12. The update is I just got my download of the new album, I Will Wait, and according to Jesus Wired, the new album I Will Wait should be releasing August 25th, and Jesus Wired included a video of their first single, Courage. So this is the great artwork you're looking at right there with that lighthouse, and they've got the video for the song Courage, so you definitely want to check that out. The link will be in the show notes as well. And the last update is about Andrew Camp. Now, I had covered his campaign just last week in episode 27. His worship project Kickstarter campaign has already been fully funded, and he still has a few more days to go. 4 days to go, so depending on when you're listening to this, that closes August 26th at 8:45 a.m. So way to go, Andrew. I'm putting you on the brag board over at the crowdfundingchristianmusic.com website. So if you go over to the site and click on brag board, you will see all the folks who have been covered on the show whose campaigns have been successfully funded. So there you are, Andrew. Way to go. And that was my smooth transition to remind you to check out the website for the episodes and the show notes. I keep talking about those show notes. That's where you're going to find them. And if you like the theme song at the beginning of the show, it's Hypostatic Union by the X Structure out of South Africa. Their music is all Name Your Price over at Bandcamp, so definitely check it out. Stream their songs, see what it's worth to you. Buy some of their music. Include a note that you heard about it on this show. Those are all the campaigns this week, but keep coming back. There will be more campaigns to cover soon. In the meantime, you can email me feedback at crowdfundingchristianmusic.com, or you can use Twitter at @theotherccm, or use the submission form that's at the top of the website. I'm Garrett Godfrey. I will see you next week. Bye.